Hello everyone, this is Babin. In this video, I'm going to talk about doctrine events. So I'm going to explain about doctrine events under these topics, introduction of doctrine events, how they work within Symfony application with examples, event types, event listeners and subscribers, and finally the conclusion. Introduction. Symfony doctrine events, also known as doctrine lifecycle events. They are an important aspect of the Symfony framework when working with Doctrine ORM and Doctrine ODM. Doctrine, the set of PHP libraries, provides an event system to update entities during application execution. These events are called lifecycle events. Lifecycle events that enable you to respond to changes in the state of your entities. These events are fired at specific points during the life cycle of an entity, and you can register listeners or subscribers to perform custom actions or modification when these events occur. How they work within Symfony application. Doctrine is an object relational mapping, or in our case, object document mapping library commonly used with Symfony for database interaction. Doctrine provides a set of events that can be used to get into the database operations. In a Symfony application, you can use Doctrine events to perform actions like data validation, logging, or data manipulation at different stages of the database lifecycle, such as before or after data is persisted or updated or removed. This allows us to extend and customize the behavior of Symfony application when working with database. Event types pre-persist. This event is triggered just before an entity is inserted into the database. Post-persist. This event is triggered just after an entity is successfully inserted into the database. Pre-update. This event is triggered just before an entity is updated in the database. Post update. This event is triggered just after an entity is successfully updated in the database. Pre remove. This event is triggered just before an entity is removed from the database. Post remove. This event is triggered just after an entity is successfully removed from the database. Post load. This event is triggered just after an entity has been loaded from the database. There are few other event types also and subscribers. Symfony event listeners are an integral part of this system, allowing you to respond to various events that occur during the life cycle of a Symfony application. To respond to these doctrine events, you can create event listeners or event subscribers. These are classes or services that implement specific interfaces and methods to handle the events. Event listeners respond to a single event, while event subscribers can handle multiple events. In your Symfony application, you register event listeners or subscribers in the Symfony service container configuration. You specify which doctrine events should listen to and what methods should be executed when those events occur. Here is the way how we can register even listeners and subscriber in our services.oaml file. It will be registered under tags. Let's see a few examples. In this doctor appointments document, here we are adding has lifecycle callbacks annotation. This indicates that this document has lifecycle callbacks. Symfony provides annotation processor that can scan our code base and interpret the annotations. These events are triggered automatically by Doctrine when specific actions are performed on documents. In this example, the pre-persist method is annotated with at pre-persist, indicating that it should be executed before the entity is persisted. And this method using lifecycle event arguments. Similar with that, pre-update. This annotation indicates that the method is pre-update callback for a MongoDB document. It means that this method should be called automatically before updated. I told earlier that we have to register our event listeners or subscribers in our services.oaml file, but we don't have to register when we give auto configure true. That's what we did in our project. So which means the Symfony will automatically register the event subscribers. So here is an example of event subscriber. In this lab complaints form type, we are attaching lab complaints event subscriber, and we are passing document manager as an argument. A lab complaint subscriber is a PHP class which implements event subscriber interface. When we are implementing event subscriber interface, we have to define a function called get subscribed events, which will return those other functions we defined inside the class as an array format. Here is an example of event listener. In this room bed charges form type, we are attaching multiple event listener. Both functions are defined inside the same class, not like event subscriber we have to define in a separate class. So we are passing argument. First, the name of the action. Second, the function itself. Doctrine events in Symfony offer a way to extend and customize the behavior of our application when we are working with database. They promote separation of concerns, allowing you to keep database related logic separate from your application's core logic. This decoupling makes your application more maintainable and extensible. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching.